Swadee Krab, Sat Shri Akal Ji. Welcome to this week's TSN Talks episode. In today's episode, we have one of the most influential, one of the better public speakers, a counselor, a voice of the community for God knows how long, even before I was born. Let's waste no time in welcoming today's guest, Uncle Tony.
Thank you.
Mr. Tony.
Thank you.
Welcome, Uncle.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm good. Great.
So, Uncle, we've talked a lot the past couple of days about various things, which could have been a couple other episodes on its own. But let's start with Tony's thoughts of the day.
Okay.
Over the past couple of years, you've gone above Bangkok and further than Bangkok. So before that, your voice was, very obviously influential in the community, but now it's gone beyond. So can you talk to us a little bit more about the journey, about Tony's thoughts of the day, and overall how you've ended up today with quite an influential following on Instagram who listen to your advice and are very thankful for it?
Let me start with my journey before I come to Tony's thought of the day. And my journey has been through parenting, through life, through experiences, through ups and downs, which have taught me a lot. And Gurbani has been one of the major pillars of my life. Just a flashback into my life. I was sent to the boarding school at the age of 10. And I used to miss my mom a lot. I used to cry at night thinking of her, and it went on for 2 months, I think. And our school had this, we had to do Japji Sahib in the morning, Rehras in the evening. I would go sit there, recite those Banis, but never understood them and never enjoyed them, but I still would sit down because it was compulsory. One day, one of my teachers goes on the stage in the Gurdwara and he says, I'm going to explain while you guys are waiting for Kra Prasad, I'm going to explain one line of Rehra Sahib to you. And that line was, Ude ud ave se kosan tis pache bachre chharya tin kavan khalave kavan chugave man mein simran karya. And he said, the Siberian cranes, they fly from the harsh winters of Russia and they fly down to India. When they fly, they leave their children, their eggs behind. They hatch they lay their eggs. While they are here, those eggs hatch and there is a divine power that takes care of them. Those children actually grow without a mother, but somehow there is a system that takes care of them. I went back to my dorm and I was visualizing that. And I was thinking that there is a divine power that takes care of those small little birds. There is a divine power that is going to take care of me too. And that's the day I stopped crying. But that brought so much inquisition for me to learn about these stories in Gurbani. And that's how my journey started.
So you were very curious.
Very curious, yeah.
Right from the start about what unfolds.
Yes.
What are you speaking and reciting every day, but don't quite understand yet?
Yeah. And so then started studying. Then I had an unfortunate incident when I was about 19 years old. I was in Bangkok. I broke my back, had to go for a surgery, and I was at home for I think 3-4 months recovering. That time, that period gave me more time to study Gurbani. Got some books, translation of Gurbani, so that, okay. Then I went into my personal life. I had a child. And when your child is born, they teach you a lot. They actually make you a better person. So let me share something with you. My kid, right? So when he was about 1 year, 1.5 years old, he started picking up language or started speaking very fast. And my wife used to tell me something that, Nehang, you have to stop swearing. And just telling you that in those times I used to swear a lot. I'm a Punjabi, and I used to believe that when you speak Punjabi, at least out of 10 words, 3 words, they I can't say those here.
Have to be magnified.
Yeah. So I used to say, it's all right, we are Punjabis, we do that. See, at the age of 1.5, this little child comes in front of my face and he speaks exactly those swear words that I used to come out naturally. And my wife, standing there, started clapping. She said, "Bete, you will teach your father." And that's the day I realized I can't continue this. I have to correct myself.
Okay.
And that is, again, an awakening, right? Because if you are going to be a role model for your children, you have to live a life. So then I started, when they grew up, then I went one day to a camp in Malaysia, and then I started thinking, how do I bring this to the children of my community? So then we started camps. You joined the camps,
Of
right?
course. Yeah.
And in those camps, there was an influential person who was from Malaysia, and she suggested that when you speak something, you give nice examples along with the line of Gurbani. Why don't you share this with everyone? So what we did is, I started making those, and she would edit, and then we would send it by email.
Okay, so it started from email.
From email
Tony's
first.
thoughts of the day.
Yeah. And then we started sending SMS. In those times, there was no WhatsApp. Okay, so this was about 18 years ago. Okay, and then it became like people started enjoying reading all those examples from real life, etc. And then they said, add us in this group, email group. So I started that. And then it continued. When WhatsApp came, we had lots of WhatsApp groups, and then I would get my own messages back from Canada somewhere, some US. And then I came to know, oh my God, Gurbani is reaching everywhere in the world.
A lot of people.
Oh, so people are appreciating it a lot. So this went on Facebook, Instagram. Instagram, I came quite late. But about 2 years ago, a friend of mine, Dalbir, he said, Tony, you know how to speak, so why don't you do something? You take these thoughts that you are writing, why don't you take a video, put your phone, record it, and then just alternate it. So I was passing Putumutun Saisi one day, and I just sat there and took my camera, and then I recorded myself. So instead of writing the thought that day, I recorded it and I posted it.
One take?
One take. That was one of the most immature kind of recordings. I still have it. It's in the early reels. So that became once a week, and the viewership became more.
Okay.
So then we realized, okay, people want this. Then there was a continuity. Then people said, make this more. Then some reels became viral. Some reels reached out to people a lot, and they became very viral, and that's how the journey continued. And today I am blessed with, I couldn't have imagined ever that I will get so much love. They've become a family now. We reached about 139,000 followers today. And I call them my family members, 139,000 family members I have. And they give so much love, and they talk to me, and I talk back to them. And it's been like, wow, never thought it'll go this far, but it has been an amazing journey.
So a couple light bulb moments along the way, maybe the pan from camp that suggested.
Yes.
And your friend who said, Tony, why don't you just do a video?
And they don't stop. They are continuing.
Keeps going.
It keeps going. Because one thing I have learned, I can never stop being a Sikh. And being a Sikh means I can never stop being a learner. And that's what Sikh is about. You learn about something and you improve yourself on a daily basis, and you say, this is something new. Somebody says, let's have a seminar. Let's do that. And somebody suggested, you actually give good suggestions, why don't you become a counselor? Yes, let's do that.
Okay, let's actually talk about that a little bit. I've recently been aware that you finished your master's at a very young age of 50.
Yes.
Please talk to us a little bit about that. What actually drove you to do your master's in your 50s, or was there a particular moment that made you think, okay, this is the time, or why not?
See, I have always been I've been very attracted to psychology. But there was a time that I wrote a book. It was called The Lighter Side of Enlightenment. Okay. So I printed that book and I went to the bookstore and I said,
You printed?
Yeah, we got
done.
everything. And it was sold in quite a few bookstores in Malaysia. But when I came to Thailand, I wanted to go to one book house and tell them, sell. And they looked at my face and they asked me, what are your credentials? I'm thinking to myself, you're right. So they said, the day you have certain credentials, then come back. Okay, what am I going to do? So took some course, and that was about 7-8 years ago. Then discontinuation was there. Then it continued, did my master's in mental health psychology.
Right.
And that just became a credential for me.
Okay.
But along with that, it came that, why don't you do counseling for people? So took another course, became a therapist in DBT, which is called dialectical behavior therapy. Okay. So completed that, and I'm not stopping here. It continues. It goes on. Basically, if it can, a blend of psychology plus the wisdom of Gurbani goes out to people and tells them what you're facing today, actually you can come out of it. And I've seen the result in many lives that have actually come out of bad relationships, mental trauma, so much anxiety, worries, etc. And they all abated. I say thanks to modern psychology and the wisdom of Gurbani, they have worked miracles.
Are these some of the more common themes you see when in your talks, or when you're speaking with your clients or your patients, in terms of anxiety or mental health, or a lot of worrying, a lack of faith?
Yes. So basically, even if you have problems in relationships, the problem is an individual one. An individual or two individuals are going through certain problems in their own head, and hence the relationship is a problem. But along with that, there are a lot of individuals who are facing a lot of anxiety. They can't sleep well, they are into depression, they are into a lot of rumination of the past or worries about the future. So basically it's all up here.
Right.
But mental health illness is not just in the mind. Sometimes it's in the body. Okay. So when clients come to me, I guide them according to each case is not the same. So I guide them if they are going through deep certain illnesses which are which require medication, then I will tell them to please see a psychiatrist. The difference is I'm a psychologist, I can't prescribe medication for them.
Okay.
So they have to go to a psychiatrist. So because you see, a lot of taboo around mental health illness is when you talk about it, and this is very common because people don't even approach any remedy because they think if somebody comes to know that I am mentally sick, what will people say? मैं पागल है क्या? Trust me.
Absolutely agree.
I have so many people that I know that families have a patient, but the families will not let anybody come to know about it because they feel it's a shameful thing.
Okay.
And I really want to tell them, if you have a broken leg, would you hide that and stay at home, or you go to the doctor? You go to the doctor. And surprisingly, our conditioning is such, if we have a broken leg, we'll put a cast and people will sign their names on that.
Yes.
But if you have depression, you don't want to say it, you want to keep it hush hush, because nobody should come to know about it. And I say, this actually worsens the problem.
Right.
If you think it is in my mind, I will handle it, it'll get okay one day, theek hai? No, don't do that. Please go to somebody who you can trust as a counselor. I have a lot of clients who are from abroad. I have locals also, but locals are lesser because they have a few apprehensions.
Right.
They fear some things.
Right.
And I actually want to reach out to them and say, if you call me up, firstly, your first call is free. Okay, I'm not charging you. If you have a genuine problem that I think you need counseling, I will tell you that. But if you are going through small little problem, take a guidance, take an advice, and please lead your life. Don't worry, I'm not going to charge you for that.
Okay.
And I'm going to be very honest, and I am like a mirror. Every counselor is like a mirror. You look into the mirror is not supposed to judge you. Your sexual preference, your mental traumas, your background, your past, anything that you have been through, I'm not here to judge you.
Right. Right.
At the same time, I'm not here to scold you either. I am not here to even spread what you are telling me to somebody else. There's confidentiality.
Right.
Okay? Trust me when I say my family, we started this rule 3 years ago when I started becoming a counselor.
Yeah.
The first thing was, never ask me who are my clients. Okay. They don't ask me, I don't tell them. Okay. I just have a client today, a certain time to certain time, my family will just leave me in the room and I will talk to them.
Okay.
But local clients, I meet them outside. I don't even call them at home.
Strictly confidential.
Clients, strictly confidential. If I meet you in a party, I won't go up to you and say, I know you. No, nothing like that.
With a device, a rectangular device that anyone can go on and everyone possesses, that you can just go on and click and start seeing what everyone is doing. Where is he partying? Where is he traveling? How's his life? He got married. So there's a lot of things that you can see from not even a phone call nowadays. Just go on the app, right?
Yeah.
Do you think this contributes to anxiety? And if yes, how much? To what extent?
See, if there is something that I could advise, especially the younger generation, things that I have gone through myself, I have seen a lot of people go through. The advices I would give them are about a lifestyle that would contribute to a healthy lifestyle, mentally and physically speaking. Firstly, I would tell them, take care of your health. My Darji always used to say, Jaan hai to jahan hai. You have good health, you have the greatest wealth with you. Don't ever ignore your physical health because that is connected with your mental health too. Physically, when I say about exercise, about eating well, make it not just today and then you leave it tomorrow, make it a lifestyle every day.
An obligation.
An obligation. If you have certain friends who are taking you into a path that is going to destroy your body, please refrain from those. Because in the end, when you have destroyed your body because of certain chemicals, certain drugs, when you are lying down in a hospital, awaiting some organ transplant, none of those friends are going to come and donate that organ to you. You are going to suffer alone.
One body.
A line of Gurbani that reminds us, Sukh mein bahut sangi bhaye, dukh mein sang na koi.
Okay.
In happiness, you have a lot of friends.
A lot of people.
In misery, you are alone.
Right.
Remember that. Take care of your body. That's number one. Number two, do not compare yourself with anyone.
Right. I think this is important.
Learn how to live your life.
Your own.
Your own life.
Yes.
Problem with us is we have so much social media today.
Right.
We look at the photographs of people, this one has gone to Croatia, this one has gone to Canada, this one has gone to Greenland, Iceland, everywhere. I am miserable because I don't get to travel. That misery is never going to end.
So that's a self-made Misery, would you say?
and anxiety.
And anxiety, self-induced.
Because your thoughts are, I don't have enough. Everybody else is enjoying. I am. Na songsan. I don't have enough. Mere kol te kuch bhi nahi hega. Hey Rabba, tu mainu kuch nahi ditta. All those things come because number one, you're comparing yourself with other people.
Right.
Always learn how to have that comparison. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't progress. You should progress on a daily basis. Money-wise, health-wise, every aspect. You should be a better version of yourself than yesterday.
Right.
You could do 5 push-ups yesterday. In next week should be 6. It should keep on increasing, never decrease. So money-wise, I would say, please never neglect. Money is very, very important.
Right.
Don't let any lecturer come and tell you that have contentment and money is not important.
Right.
No, it is very important.
Yes.
But don't go for quick fixes.
Shortcuts. No shortcuts.
No. A lot of people feel, oh, he or she has made a lot of money. Oh, they struck gold. They struck a lottery. If I buy, I will become. Don't take such stupid examples. Work hard, work smart, make your money, learn how to make money.
Is there anything in Gurbani that talks about taking shortcuts and
Oh yeah.
along those lines?
Gurbani says, बुरे काम को ऊठ खलोया, नाम की बेला पै पै सोया. When it comes to earning the righteous divine virtues, you take a step back and you say, I'm so lazy, kal karange, parso kar lange. But when it comes to doing something which is not good for you, you will run and do it right away. If somebody comes and tells me there is a concert tonight, and that concert is 6,000 baht, I would go for that because that is my mind enjoying it. But if somebody tells me tomorrow there's a lecture in Gurdwara, for free, ਉਹਦੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ will say, ਸਵੇਰੇ ਕੌਣ ਉੱਠੇਗਾ ਯਾਰ ਛੱਡ ਪਰਾਂ. I will listen to it. But that's good for your body and your mind. But this is our problem. Gurbani has so much wisdom which we have been reading about. Okay.
Chanting about.
Since. Okay, I'll say one line for you, and that is Nanak Bhagta Sada Vigas. What does that mean? You are supposed to be in exhilaration the whole time. And that exhilaration is called Chardi Kala.
Okay.
Now, that line you have and I have been reading forever in Japji Sahib.
Forever.
But reminder of that line would be amazing whenever you are in negativity. It will just uplift you. You say, Nanak Bhagta Sada Vikas. I have to be in exhilaration. I can't be negative. I have to look forward to, and this is what I call as faith. Faith to me is when you have a perspective and you are able to see positivity even in the worst situations in life.
What is faith, Uncle?
Okay, let me share one story with you and about my dad. And he was a person that I saw as one of the most positive, faithful people. I was about 15 years old, come back home, mom has a tear in her eye, she's cooking her food, and go and ask her what went wrong. And she says, your dad lost a lot of money today. Don't tell him that I told you. And I asked her, how much money? She said, 1 million baht. In those times, 1 million baht was a very large amount, but I had no idea of what money is about. So I asked her, how much is 1 million?
Right.
She said, enough to buy 2 houses that we are living in. My heart sank. I couldn't believe it, how much money that was. He came back from badminton, sat down to have dinner. I'm sitting there with him. I couldn't eat. And he is asking me, Kyoi? I said, Dad, I'm very hurt. You lost money. You didn't share with me. With the spoon down, he said, Kaka, gal sun meri. Listen to me. He said, in 1965, I came from India. I had $8 in my pocket. And I thought to myself, the day I go back, if I have $16, I would have doubled it. 18 years since I came, I have a car, I have a house, I have a shop, my children are in good schools, I have good money, I have money to go and play badminton. And I'm coming back sitting with you having dinner. And he looked at my face, he said, Putter, paisa chala gaya, aajega fir kama lange. Money lost will come again. We will earn it back. But this meal won't come back. Never ever spoil my mood when I'm having dinner.
Okay.
Whoa!
Okay.
That to me was like, are you serious? You lost so much money and you still have the nerve to eat your dinner? And he said, Beta, have faith. Bharosa rakh. The moment he said that, I understood the meaning of having faith since then. And having faith simply doesn't mean that you have faith in something. It simply means your attitude in life is always to be able to see the positivity. You go through the worst times, but you say to yourself, something will come out of this.
Have faith, something will come.
I don't give up.
Yeah.
And that's something he taught me.
Right.
He said, never ever give up in life. That's it. Simple. Have faith.
Have faith, it will get better, or your time will come.
You just
whatever.
have to tell yourself.
Have faith.
Have faith means you're living.
Yeah.
Have faith means this life was given to you as a miracle. You didn't purchase it. Have faith that everything is for the best.
Right. Right.
And one day you're going to leave everything and go away. But you have doubled the money, man. You got $8, you got 16 back. That's it.
Yes.
And that was his faith.
Obviously, that guided you in.
And that
in
has
being
been
a
my
faithful
modus operandi.
person.
And that has been my message to everybody. Never give up. And that I would tell all the youngsters. Number one, health. Number two, don't compare with other people. Earn your money, be hardworking, never find shortcuts.
Right, right, right.
And have faith. Be positive. But I would say if you have certain issues going on in your mind,
Yeah.
clear it out.
Yeah.
Talk to other people. Don't keep it inside.
Right.
Sometimes we think we are able to take care of things and everything will be okay, but you need guidance. Don't shy away from taking guidance. Don't let your ego become a hindrance. Always say, when we matha take,
Yes.
that's the greatest gesture we can ever have. You matha take means you place your sense in front of the Guru and you say, Tu samrath vada meri mat thori ram. You know better than me. That is why I'm matha taken. Matha taken the matlab hai, I'm putting my sense in front of you. I'm going to take your sense. So in life, never ever think that your sense is the highest. There's always a higher thinking than you. Learn how to put your forehead down.
Right.
And
right.
even if that means taking guidance from anyone,
Yeah.
from your parents, from your friends, I take guidance from my kids.
Okay.
They are my greatest guides.
Yeah.
The amount they teach me, nobody else teaches me. Because today, if I raise my voice, the first thing I will get is a finger from my son who will say, oh, wow. So you give lectures, huh? Thanthi lena. Kap mahalo thanthi. Luke son, learn how to take that lesson from everyone in life. You will never fail.
Great message.
Thank you. I would urge people to, if really you need it, take counseling. It's not a bad thing. There was one example of one lady who said on Instagram, one of the pages, she said, yesterday I took a counseling for 40,000 rupees per hour. And I tell you, I'm not saying that is how much I charge, okay? I don't charge that much. I'm way lesser than that. But she said, even that 40,000 rupees was worth that 1 hour I took, because after unclogging what I had in my mind, I was able to earn 400,000 rupees in 1 month. So it was covered. And I was sitting at home not being able to do anything, and that counseling session helped me. I'm not saying everything has to be measured with money, but I'm saying if we are able to spend money on certain stupid things. A lot of times we do that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
Today, going to watch a movie in a theater for a family can be 2,000 baht.
Yep. You're right.
Okay. If we can spend money on how to entertain our mind, how about spending money to cure our mind? Maintaining our mind.
Great point.
Being able to tune our mind, because that is going to lead to happiness, better relationships, better money earning.
Better relationships, I think, is a key point. There,
Very,
right?
very important.
How many people plagiarize their own relationships from their own thinking?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So I think that's a great advice. So Uncle, great to have you today on TSN Talks. We actually talked about quite a few things. I think we could have gone on maybe even a little bit more.
Yeah.
But just overall, really great to have you share your insights on various topics. I think this will be really relatable to today's youth and obviously everyone else involved that can understand.
Thank you.
But really good to have you.
May the Guru's blessings be with everyone. Thank you so much.